Hello, it's Sophia again. Video 1, post-op, day 1. And today I'm just going to share with you a few of my first experiences the past couple of days while going into surgery and following surgery, and now that I'm here at home. I'm going to be referencing my notes so I don't forget anything, and I'm making sure I'm catching everything. First off, I'd like to thank the wonderful medical staff at Andrews Air Force Base, from the nurses to the 4-0 medical team and my doctors. I was provided with around-the-clock care. I think there was a team of 11 and 12 folks that worked throughout the night, Monday evening through Tuesday morning. And they were there, they were uplifting, positive, and I couldn't be more thankful for them being there. Prior to going into surgery, they, meaning the nurses, had a difficult time trying to find a good place for my IV. They started in my left hand, it was clotting. They went over to my right hand, it stayed on the right through surgery. When I came out of surgery, they moved it to the inner part of my arm because I had more clotting. I'm not sure what that was due to, probably small veins. In addition to that, they wanted to check my blood count and any low blood count that I had. So in the combination of taking blood and trying to fit the IV in, I became very sick. Almost passed out and fainted, but I survived. So I think that was the hardest. Once I got into the recovery room, my mom came in. The doctors did a quick hello, goodbye, what to expect type of thing. And three major things happened that I experienced. No major jaw pain, but due to the breathing tube going down my nose and down to the back of my mouth, I had a very bad sensation in my throat where it felt like I had a immense throat pain, and it was hard to breathe, congested, very itchy. So to ease that, I ate a lot. I sucked on crushed ice. In addition to that, I also had bloody drainage to the back of my throat, and what helped prevent that, which was a lifesaver, was the suction syringe that they gave me, and I just went in and sucked out all the blood or any contents that were in the back of my mouth. That took away to any bad taste in my mouth or liquid or fluid. The pain, the only way I can describe the pain as far as pressure is a bad sinus infection. If you've ever had one, it's pressure here, and around my eyes even. That's partly and mainly due to the plates and screws that I have, 2 on this side and 1 on this side. And you can tell my nose is a little bit uneven due to the swelling, but throughout the day it's been getting better. While you're at this hospital, I stayed overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of sleep. Every 4 hours, I said the wonderful team would come in and wake me up and give me my meds every 4 hours, and so it made it difficult to sleep. But once I got home, I came in and I got settled with my med routine. Took my meds and finally got a little bit more sleep today. A few things that have helped me: a baby toothbrush, a baby spoon for the last bit of remnants at the bottom of a container or soup can that I can't get to, and of course anything that my syringe can hold. Be careful when you're first trying to use this, because if you fill it too much and then press it, it will explode everywhere and make a mess. So careful for that. The doctor did give me elastic bands, which I'll explain to you shortly. And he also gave me the tweezers to manually put them on myself. So my case is pretty unique. Thankfully, I am only required to wear 2 rubber bands, and that is due to the wonderful splint that I have here. And it goes all the way back to the back of my teeth. So for me, I'm thankful that I only have 2 rubber bands, whereas most people have all across their mouth, which helps because I'm able to lift the bottom up and easily eat my food and take meds. I don't have to crush any meds, which is wonderful. Speaking of meds, I was only taking 2 that were given to me out of, I want to say, the 8 or 9, and now that I'm taking and I'm on a regular routine for taking my meds, I'm feeling not as bad. The pressure is not as heavy and not as powerful, so I'm happy for that. The final thing I like to leave you with is while I was coming out of anesthesia, waking up and going back to the recovery room, I hadn't seen myself, and I asked the doctors for a mirror and the nurses, and they said okay, and I looked, and I immediately became very emotional, more so than I ever even thought I would be. I was teary-eyed, tears of joy. Growing up, like I said, when I was younger, I did have a worse underbite. It was more severe, and they manually tried to fix the upper jaw as much as they could until there was no more room for movement. So I moved on with my life. I grew up, I went to college, I joined the military, and I believe I'm beautiful. And there was never a self-esteem issue. But I think over the course of time and becoming an adult, the image did come up, but it was never anything I expressed out loud. And I think all of that came back when I finally saw my new look. And I'm very happy and recommend this to anybody willing and able to do the surgery and procedure. And with that, it does take a lot of patience. Uh, you know, yesterday and this morning with these bands, you can hardly talk. So have a good support system. Have some patience with yourself and with whoever your caregiver is at home, and appreciate that time that they take with you to help you. And with that, I'll leave you with a few profile shots, and then I will see you hopefully in about a week for another follow-up video. And here's my left profile. Here's the front. And here's the right. So with that, thank you. I look forward to any comments or questions that you might have. And if you have any recommendations for me, I'd love to hear them. And I will see you in about a week. Bye-bye.